What's good, racing world? This is Matt Dobbs, aka Mr. Matt Racing, here to bring you a new edition of Time Trial Tuesday. Now, before we get started, I just gotta tell you, I told you so. 3 times over. That's right. Every series prediction I made this past week at Darlington came to fruition. We had Corey Heim winning the Truck Series race this past Friday night. We had Justin Allgaier winning the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race this past Saturday. And in the Cup Series, what do you gotta do to beat this guy? Tyler Reddick wins for the 4th time out of 6 races, and every one of those drivers I looked at as favorites in each race. But enough about me, let's get down to it. Now, when it comes to the Craftsman Truck Series, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Why doesn't Corey Heim have a full-time ride anywhere? Because he just proved once again why he is the Craftsman Truck Series champion. He went from 9th to 1st in just 2 laps on the final restart after taking tires under the caution. Beats Cup driver Ross Chastain in the final corner to do it. Again, why isn't he full-time? I don't get it. Talent beats pay every time. That's all I'm saying on that front. Now, for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, have Cup drivers lost their edge? Have the Cup drivers lost their advantage in that series? You had Kyle Larson filling in for Alex Bowman, who was supposed to be in the 88 for that race. You had Christopher Bell and Ross Chastain. Yet, none of them went to victory lane. No, they didn't. Even as Kyle Larson was dominating the race, led over 100 laps, sweat the first 2 stages, at the end of the day, he didn't get the job done. A bad pit stop cost him at the end, as Justin Allgaier went to victory lane for Junior Motorsports instead of Larson. Christopher Bell, I expected him to do much better than what he did. Yeah, Bell finished 3rd, but he faded on the long runs throughout that race. And by the time they tried to get it right, it was too late. And Ross Chastain, well, he was stuck in traffic the whole race. He was between 4th and 9th the whole race, but he was never really a true factor for the victory. So have they lost their edge? I don't think so. I mean, think about it. They're in Cup for a reason. I just think that the competition level has equaled out some, not to mention whatever rules package they're running on. Because otherwise, if it wasn't a competition level thing, these Cup drivers would finish in the top positions every single time. Leave the regulars to say, screw you guys, we're taking this thing. So if you're a Cup driver fan who likes watching the guys in the lower series, don't panic. It's just a 1-week thing. I'm sure they'll get right back on track soon. Speaking of the Cup series, the racing wasn't an issue for me, at least compared to the past few Darlington races I've watched. It wasn't terrible, could have been better, but at the very least, the 750 horsepower package, as well as the tire fall off, it made for better strategy. I mean, Tyler Reddick did a great job at waiting out a few extra laps. It was kind of gutsy to do, but once he made his final pit stop under green, he had 7/10 in the bag every lap. So props to the team for making the call. But my thing with the Cup race this past week wasn't the race. It was more about the owner. Is Michael Jordan the only owner in NASCAR that we know anymore? Because it seems to me that he's the only one who gets camera time as well as race winner interviews whenever any of his drivers win anymore. What happened to Roger Penske, Joe Gibbs, Rick Hendrick, Jimmy Johnson, Bob Jenkins, Gene Haas? I mean, I could go on and on with this. Why don't they get interviews when their drivers win? Why is it only Michael Jordan? Let's not get this twisted. I admire Michael Jordan's NBA background. I really do. 6-time champion, 2 different three-peats, and he just does whatever he can to win. You gotta love the winner's mentality there. But when it becomes a thing where he's the only one getting camera time and these reporters are all gushing over him when it comes time for an interview, and no other owner in the sport gets so much as a single bit of camera time during the race, that's where the wrong kind of rub seems to take place. Like, all I'm saying on that front is, if you're going to interview Michael Jordan every time his drivers win, then you better get the other owners in on it too. Because we didn't see Roger Penske when Ryan Blaney won Phoenix. And we didn't see Joe Gibbs when Denny Hamlin won Las Vegas. Heck, I remember a few years ago, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. won the Daytona 500. Brad Daugherty was nowhere to be found until a couple of days later on a radio podcast interview show. Either interview all owners when their drivers win, or none at all. We don't need additional unnecessary glazing. But anyways, what did you guys think about this past week at Darlington? Did you like the racing? Did you like who ended up winning? Do you think something could have been better? Let me know down in the comments. While you're at it, leave a like, share this video, subscribe for more content, and stay tuned for this coming Fast Friday as we get ready for Martinsville Speedway, another NASCAR original. Until then, see you on the road.